Good evening, Professor White, Dr. White. This week is week 2. It's Raymond Vernet, MN664. It's regarding patient interaction, um, uh, transference, and counter transference, prejudice, bias, or judgment. um, may a patient or you may express, verbalize, or a patient, you may express to a patient or a patient may verbalize to you. Okay. From my understanding, the process of interaction can be beneficial or harmful to the patient, and not only to the patient, to the therapist, to the therapy session in general. Therefore, transference in therapy, it's when the patient is trying to transfer his feelings about someone from the past on the therapist, and counterference is the reverse. Is like, when the therapist is trying to do the same to the patient. So, if I encountered that before, yes. I remembered as an RN, I had this patient who was, who came in, and on the board you have, not only introduce yourself, write a name, blah blah blah, right? I'm so and so, Nurse Burnett, and the patient asked me for my last name, and my first name, and I told her my first name was Raymond. And suddenly the patient said, I'm not that lucky, with Raymond. So, because my ex-husband, his name was Raymond, and it was a hurtful relationship, blah, blah, blah. She started talking, and I listened, quietly to the patient. I didn't say a word until she finished, and I said, I'm really sorry about that, but I can tell you, if we're looking at the word or the meaning of Raymond, it's wisdom. So I can understand your husband was like that, but somebody else, maybe completely different. Like, I'm a calm person. I like to listen to people. I don't take, nothing personal, stuff like that. And I understand you have, a bad experience with somebody named Raymond, and you mentioned to me it wasn't only, your husband, and you had a friend also, a high school friend named Raymond. You didn't do too well with him either. I'm sorry about that. And, at the end, we become, our relationship, was really great. We didn't have any problem as I continue, to provide her care, manage, her issues, stuff like that. And before that, I even asked her if it's okay, if I can switch patient with another nurse, if she really, she said, oh no, you are kind, I really like you, and I want I want you. So, and we had a great relationship. So this issue may affect transference and counterference, may affect the interaction, between the therapist or the provider with the patient. But the way you manage it, it's it's the way you manage the interaction. So I believe, that's it, and thank you. So I'll see you next time.